Topoak Vision Vision L after a year and a half of use. I've had it for about a year and a half. It's never come off here since I got it. I do park my vehicle undercover most of the time because I live in an apartment complex that has a parking garage, so it's held up really well. The first 6 months that I had it, it did live outside, and I live in Florida, so it's pretty hectic, the weather here, and especially the summer. The reason why I chose this tent, there's a few reasons. One, I wanted the hardtop because it's going to protect all the canvas and all that stuff while it's in storage, and also when I'm on the trails from anything damaging it, like a branch hitting it or scratching it or something like that. The other reason is because it fit absolutely perfectly on top of this half rack. I mean, if you look at that, my roof line is just perfect. And the XL would have stuck out, I think it's about a foot bigger, would have come out, over the bed. This one is pretty perfect. And I'm generally by myself when I go camping, so there's more than enough room inside. So that was the reasons why I went for this. As you can see, it's off to the one side. I've got quite a big gap between my awning and the tent, and the reason is, you'll see when it's open, it tilts this way, so it actually fills this gap up. So that's why it sits the way it does. Funny enough, my giant camping chair fits perfectly in here, and I just strap it down, and that's where it lives. In fact, after the trip I did in Thanksgiving, I forgot it on the roof when I went to put my stuff in storage, and it stayed there for a month before I went on my next camping trip, and it held up just perfectly fine, even in the rain and everything. It just stayed there. I didn't even think about it. All right, let's get this tent open, and I can show you some of what it's like inside.
Expected the world, but it flew away from her reach. So she ran away in her sleep and dreamed of paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes. Expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy, the wheel breaks the butterfly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes.
All right, so as you can see, it's pretty easy to set up. And you'll notice here, we've got the windows, and it has the same sort of setup as this here. Because of the way I put my tent up, and because I'm lower than the roof line, I can't do it on this side because they interfere. But I don't really spend a lot of time in my tent. I'm only in there to sleep. So when I go in for the night, I go and sleep. On this end, the back end, same story. I never ever put this awning up. And the reason is, when I have, and you'll see I'll have the awning, I'll have this open shortly. I'm going to open it up as well. When I have this open, it comes in right across here, so I can't put this up either. But if you look at the fabric on this, after a year and a half, I've been on a bunch of camping trips, probably spent, it's got to be close to 30 nights in it. It still looks brand new, like the day I got it. So for under $2,000, you can't beat it at this, you know. And if you look here, this is what I was talking about earlier, you know, when it's open, it's just fits perfectly. And you know, when it's closed, I'm still flush to the, you know, to the side of the truck, so it's pretty good. It does have a built-in light. I'm gonna actually get let me grab this. This is what I usually use to power the light. I got it on, this is it. It's a 15,000 milliamp hour battery, whatever, Nest Out, something like, let me see what it says, I can't read it. Yeah, Nest Out is the brand. I don't know, I got it, it came on my Amazon, I mean on my Facebook feed probably a year and a half ago. It does really well, it holds up great. Generally I don't have to charge it, you know, a week out in the camping, you know, because once again I don't have the light on all the time. I only turn it on for maybe, you know, just before I'm going to go to bed, and then it's on for, maybe I'll turn it on for an hour. You know, sometimes I'll turn it on earlier in the night when it starts to get dark. That way when I go to bed, it's already on. But let me, let's go in. Okay, so let me get the light on. There we go. All right, so here's the, all right, so let's get this on. There we can see a little better in here, because like I said, I never open the windows or anything in here. So there's our light. And then normally I just leave the battery here. Now when I'm camping, and actually if you look at it right now, this mattress that comes with it is horrible, absolutely horrible. Like, you can't get a decent night's sleep on it. So this is what this is how my setup is. If I open it, I've got a mattress, a blow-up mattress underneath it, which is, you can see it's really small, but when it blows up, it takes up this whole space. This is the brand. I actually got it, I'm gonna pull it out because I got to get rid of it. So Acacia, Acacia. I'm gonna pull it out because it actually has a hole in it after the last trip. I'm gonna probably just get a new one. It's done well. I've had this as long, like after the first camping trip that I went in this, I slept on this one night, this mattress. It was a test run. I immediately got this blow-up mattress, and with this I just leave it on top of the foam mattress, and it's awesome. So even with the hole in this mattress, it's still not completely down the next morning. I'm still really comfortable, but it's time for a new one, so I'm going to get a new one. Like I said, I'd probably try and get the exact same one again. I just got it on Amazon. It comes with a pump that blows it up, a little pump that it'll blow it up, and then it sucks the air out, which is great. So normally I'll just hook it up, get it pumping, and then I'll carry on setting up the rest of my camp, come back, put my sheet in my sleeping bag, because I normally just have a sleeping bag that I zip all the way open as like a duvet cover, and then a sheet under that. So yeah, it's really comfortable. As you can see, there's plenty of light in here. It's nice. It keeps the light out really good too. Like I say, I don't open the windows much. It does come with these bags, 2 of them, which is awesome. Let me show you. They just these bags just slide in right here, and you know, when you get into your tent at night, bang your shoes right in there. That way you don't have them in the tent, because that mattress, when I blow it up, it comes all the way to here. It comes all the way to the edge, and there's really no, I don't want to put my shoes and stuff on top of that, so I just put them in here. And then the other one, I usually have both of them up, because if I one I'll put shoes in, one I'll put trash in. If I have anything, some trash in the tent, you know, sometimes I'll take a snack or something with me, then I've got a trash bag. But yeah, like I say, for the price, you can't beat it. It sets up really easy, and this is a game changer. This has, you know, I don't like ground tents. I hate being on the ground. This being off the ground is great, except for the last trip. If you watch my last trip video, be careful when you're setting it up, when you're getting in and out. So I was setting it up, was standing on the top rung. I was in there busy setting up, you know, putting in my bedding and stuff, and when I came out, my right foot was all the way at the end here, and I misstepped with my left foot and I fell. Hurt my knee. It's actually I've been home for 2 weeks now from that trip. My knee's still pretty messed up. I'm still struggling with it, so be careful, and that goes for any rooftop tent. But yeah, there's not enough room to keep bedding in there. You know, I can just fit that mattress in there, and that's the only thing I leave in there. The bedding, at the end of every day, I fold it up and I put it in the Jeep. And then when I'm camping, usually I like to camp in the cold weather. I have a diesel heater that I put on a table right here, and I just put it in right here in this window. I just put the hose and the thermometer in there, and it works great for me. Let's get it packed up. That way you can see what it looks like packing it up. And actually, you know what? Let me pull the awning out. That way you can see what it looks like when I got the awning out as well. So, and as you can see, that's how it sits on the tent. That's why I can't use this on the tent, you know. So it's it really has worked out perfectly for me, this setup. I've had many happy camping trip with this setup. Right, so when I'm packing up, what I would normally do is make sure I'll get all the air out of this, fold it in half. Now I generally place it right about there, throw my foot bags on top, and then fold this mattress over and make sure that it's in a good spot, you know. Generally pull it to close to this end right here, and then fold the tent up. But make sure you're going to remove that mattress, because like I said, it's not holding air. I'm going to get a new one before my next camping trip. And then, you know, like I say, with the light, I just, you know, will unplug that, and we're ready to go. You know, I'll put the wire, I'll just tuck it in under the mattress, and that way it's ready to go for the next time. One thing I did forget to mention, it comes with this pole, which this is what, I don't know if this is even right, but I normally just tuck it in here. All right, And then this goes, this is like a spreader, I guess, you know, so you just tuck it in there, spread this out and close that. But it also comes with this, which I'll put up in the middle. It clips on here like that, and that stops rain from pooling up here. Now, the very first trip I went on with this tent, I did have rain, and there was a giant puddle up here. I didn't get any water in at all, no seepage at all, and yeah, so once again, no leaks, no nothing. I just pushed up on it and it all drained off. But if you do this, I'm assuming that's what it's for, you don't have any issues, you know. But yeah, it just clips into this bar, which is your, you know, obviously before you put it down, you want to make sure you get rid of it. And then I just put this in these pockets over here, because you got all these, you got actually 6 pockets back here. One little tip, maybe, you guys, have you ever seen these? It's a lot better using this than getting out of your tent 5 times a night. Well, at least once a night. I usually wake up and have to pee at least once a night, sometimes twice. Having a few of those saves you having to climb out of your tent in the freezing cold in the middle of the night. And then it's got like a gel in it, and works really good. Like, I don't have to, like, I'll pee in that, and I know it's a little gross, but it's a lot better than getting out of your tent in the freezing cold in the middle of the night, climbing up and down that ladder. And then I'll just pop that bag into one of those shoe bags out there, and then discard it the following morning. But yeah, it turns everything into like a gel, so it's pretty good. Anyway, I don't go anywhere without those. All right, so let me pack up the tent. I just forgot to mention that spreader bar, so I'm going to get rid of this. And normally all I do is I just put it on the side here, and this is where my and then my poles I put down there as well. It's like my poles are there as well, so I keep them there. And then this is where my vent comes in, you know. So, but yeah, perfect. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a really easy setup and pack up. This is what I really like about a rooftop tent. It really makes your camping setup so quick and easy. And I'm all about spending more time out there and not too much time spent working and putting things together. So this really does make it quick and easy, and that's why I don't mind changing campsites every day. If you did find this helpful, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to the channel. Also, there will be a link in the description below. I did pay full price for all of my gear, but the link is an affiliate link, so if you do buy something from the website, I will get a small commission. I do appreciate everything, and I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day.